When loading cattle, move them slowly and quietly to avoid distractions. The more quiet it is, the easier the loading will be. Properly designed facilities allow for quiet, efficient movement. Do not excite cattle by whistling and/or yelling. Cattle are loaded single file, but the lead animal may need a few seconds to take a look into the trailer before stepping inside. Strange odors, steel ramps, a dark interior, or poor footing may discourage a lead animal from walking into the trailer. Be patient. One way to prompt the first animal is to gently encourage the animal immediately behind it. Once the first animal has boarded, the others usually will follow.
There's a third element that comes into play, and it's an element called the range of influence. And this range of influence basically defines what your behavior is like and how effectively you'll be able to use the concepts of flight zone and the concept of point of balance. If you think about it, the cattle that you work with are a captive audience. They don't have a place to escape to. In many cases, you're working with animals in a pen. Therefore, you can heighten their fear response very quickly by invading their flight zone too quickly, by making abrupt motions and movements, and by signaling that you are in fact a threat to those animals, and they need to understand that you don't mean any harm. Therefore, your attitude as you enter the pen and the way you present yourself to those animals as to whether you are presenting yourself in a fashion that will cause fear or whether you are calm and very collected about your movements, you can influence the way those animals will react to you.
And a lot of cattle handling accidents have involved a lone animal. You got a lone animal going berserk, you put some other cattle in with it.
It makes it, for example, easier for us to move animals collectively than having to move them alone. It's really an important principle to understand when you're sorting cattle, when you're having to sort out a single animal, for example, that may be hurt or injured and have to move it other places, that you understand that this is a threatening situation for them to be without their herd mates.
Now here's the biggest handling mistake of all. Too many cattle stuffed in the crowd pen. This is the #1 handling mistake. If I could get people to put the hot shots away and fill the crowd pen only half full, you're going to have greatly improved handling. When they get all stirred up like this and they're all milling around and stuck together, there's no way you can have good handling.